Imagine being able to travel through time, meet other life forms, or being able to fly with Superman. Well, this is possible thanks to science fiction.
The 20th century could be called the golden age of science fiction. With the appearance of authors like Isaac Asimov, A Pebble in the Sky, which was also the first official work of science fiction, and Arthur C. Clarke, until 1926 the science fiction genre did not exist as such. Therefore, it was given various names, such as Fantastic Journeys, Tales of the Lost Worlds, Utopias, or scientific novels. The term science fiction was presented to the public in 1926 by Hugo Gernsback, when he incorporated it on the cover of one of the best-known speculative narrative magazines of 1920s, the United States Amazing Stories. Some of the main key factors that contributed to the recognition of the science fiction genre is the literary field in the history of the 20th century, where the creation and use of the first atomic bomb in 1945 and the arrival of the man in the moon on July 20th, 1969, this created a greater interest in the population for science and technology.
The term science fiction, SC, or better known as sci-fi, is a type of fiction that principally deals with the impact of imagining an actual science in society and individuals. The term science fiction is thought to be invented, if not only popularized in the 1920s by one of the genre's principal advocates, also an American publisher, Hugo Hensback.
The genre. Although science fiction is considered to be a modern genre, some writers from antiquity have dealt with some themes in common to modern science fiction, but their stories made no attempts at scientific and technological plausibility, such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the modern Prometheus, or H.G. Wells' The Island of Dr. Moreau. Even though technological and scientific plausibility are the features that distinguish sci fi from other genres, such as fantasy and horror.
The movement. Science fiction originated in the West, where social transportation from the Industrial Revolution led writers to infer the impact of technology. It formalized with the advent of the same revolution. By the 20th century, sci-fi overtook bookshops mainly being about space travel, robots, alien beings, utopias, dystopias, and time travel, and by 21st century, it had become more than just a literary genre. It had become an inspiration for practitioners to constitute a thriving worldwide subculture.
Characteristics: time travel, for example Doctor Who; alternate worlds or societies like Marvel; advances in science and technology like Passengers; non-human characteristics like X-Men; and space travel like Star Wars.
1984, book by George Orwell. This book is considered a definition of dystopian fiction given that its envision a future when society is centennial and totalitarianism has created a vast inquietude, causing the innate weakness of human nature, provoking the characters to maintain a state of happiness and conflict.
Dune, book by Frank Herbert. Dune is the best considered a landmark of soft science fiction because he suppressed technology in order to concentrate on politics and focuses on Atreides family, who are trying to survive in a new hostile planet. The family are thought as rulers of the ocean planet Caladan.
Science fiction is one of the main genres that allows us to think of great possibilities. It allows us to express the story of our ideas and theories, as well as imagine a world filled with what could have been if.
I think it's very important because in this way we can open our minds to other realities, even motivate us to overcome ourselves as humanity, creating new invention and exploring what surrounds us.
It's important because it makes people open their minds and making them think that everything is possible.
Science fiction is important to develop creativity and allow us to travel to fantastic worlds.
Science fiction is important as it helps us expand our imagination and see things from another perspective.
Well, the science fiction is important in the history because it looks like the imagination and the science working together and making like visions and things that only in our minds can exist at the moment, but also is like an inspiration for other kind of people that in the future can make these things come true.